That music must mean one thing. It is time for Just for Kicks. I'm your host, Ron Rego, and I've got David Borts in the house again with me. David, I've named the show Season 5, Episode 4, 1 week.
Hey, Ron, just give me a quick second to get rid of this phone call. Hold on a second. Captain?
So, look, it is only, we're a week away, like June
What?
11th, my birthday.
You mean what? Equalizer52@gmail.com?
So, it is, it is, I mean, exciting times. We got 1 week till we start. I mean, David right now is probably getting an important phone call from FIFA, I'm sure.
Well, I can tell you, it wasn't FIFA, but it did relate to money, some finances of the Rhode Island Soccer Association, where we're getting a little bit of money from the U.S. Soccer Federation. We just had to provide them with our routing number, account number. We're not going to get, it's not a lot. They're going to do a small distribution to every state soccer association in
That's
the
awesome.
U.S. based upon how many players you have registered.
That is great breaking news.
Yeah. If we get $1,000 or $2,000, it'll be miraculous. But it's money.
That could help a lot of people play the game.
Absolutely. And, we're moving up, and we have in the last couple of years with new leagues and some new technology we want to put in this year also.
So there we go. See? Important phone call. That is a call that you got to take.
Absolutely.
You got to take. So, David, I was just saying we are 1 week away. I mean, it's incredible that we're right on the doorstep right now.
Indeed.
Right on the doorstep. And there's always a lot of things happening. I've got the first weekend of games, the schedule. Starting off June 11th on that Thursday, Mexico and South Africa gets it kicked off in Mexico at 3 p.m. I have Thursdays off. So guess who's going to be glued to the television?
Yes.
I'll be watching it during Falls Count anywhere because we start that at 3 p.m. But I'll have that on the screen as I'm producing the show. I don't have to worry about being on the show, so I can scream and holler and hoot, and all I want.
You can make a one-man wave.
Yeah, one man, right? Yeah, that ought to be exciting. And then I'm waiting for it to come back.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And South Korea plays Czech Republic at 10 p.m. that night.
Good.
So
and that's going to be a good
that are going to be pretty exciting.
It's going to be a good game. Both countries are good. And South Korea's developed some really good players over the past 5-10 years.
Absolutely. And, that's the thing. It's a world game. So if there is one game that everybody really needs to be good at, it's that one. Yeah. I mean, it's soccer. You got, that's where all the competition is across the globe. It's not just centralized. You have baseball, you have maybe 3 countries that are on top, and then, there's everybody else. It's, basketball. It's mostly United States dominated. This is a world game. And
if you go to most countries, there is a pro league, whether it's big, whether it's small.
Right.
There are countries I know some young kid who went over to the Philippines and played in the Philippine League about 10 years ago. Very small, low income, but he wanted to play pro. He did.
Yeah. And you know what the great thing about it, David, is? You could have 22 people. Everybody can play. And you only need one ball.
True enough.
It's not like hockey where you need the sticks, the pads, the helmet, the skates.
That's true. And that's a high-priced sport.
Oh, it is. It is. So it is not really attainable for most people, around the globe.
True.
Soccer, however, you just need an open field and a ball. And you really don't even need anybody else with you. As long as you have a ball, you can just play by yourself.
Hey, there are countries where kids cannot afford a ball, and
Yeah.
one of them used to be, and it's not quite that way anymore. It was Cape Verde, and I was there in
Yeah.
1988. Some kids invited me out to kick a. They were playing basketball on a court, and they asked me to come shoot the basketball because they thought I was an American guy. They're Cape Verdean kids, and then I saw they had a rag ball. That's what they really wanted to play.
Yeah.
They wanted to play soccer. They had no ball.
Yeah. Well, kids get creative. You can just take somebody's shirt and put a bunch of grass or something in it, and you tie that shirt up, and there you go. You got a ball.
You know what? You can develop your skills with that too, and then you get to the
That's
real
right.
ball, and it's all good.
That's right. So, it's incredible. So June 11th kicks it all off. United States plays Friday, June 12th against Paraguay at 9 p.m. And the earlier game is Canada versus Bosnia at 3 p.m. So that is going to be spectacular. First game in the Boston area, Haiti versus Scotland, 9 p.m.
If all's good, I will be there.
Now, is that at Foxborough?
Yeah.
Because it says Boston Stadium, and I'm like, what? Boston Stadium? What the heck is that?
No, it's the same thing. Like they put in Atlanta Stadium. Well, it's kind of, but it's really it's the Falcon Stadium. So
yeah. So so Haiti will be on the home team for that, and looking forward to that one too.
Be a good game.
That's on Saturday. I will only be able to see the ending of that game.
Hey, I should be at the game. If I am, I'll do a written report and I'll get it out to you. At least what I can see that's unusual or particularly good.
Yeah, that's what we should do on the website. We have a page for the show. Maybe I can put the written reports up on that page for Rhode Island Supercup and when you're going to a game and you do a special thing for it. I think we're going to put that on the website as well.
Yeah,
so that way it's just more information.
And real simple soccer, just call it match report.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, match report. And put whoever it is, whether it's it's Haiti versus Scotland, but match report.
Okay.
We'll do a report and we could you don't even have to put something, you can put your initials on it. You could put yours, I could put my initials on it. That's all.
There you go. See? So that is some of the schedule that's coming up. I'm looking Saturday, June 13th, also Brazil versus Morocco at 6 p.m. So that's exciting. I want to see the Brazil game, even though I won't be able to because I'll be working.
That is a monster game. Two really good games.
That's one that I have it with a little star next to it because that's the one that I wanted to see, and I didn't realize it was going to be on a Saturday. I can't even watch that one.
Both countries are really filled with talent right now.
Yeah. Another big one is Sunday, June 14th, Australia versus Turkey in the United States pool.
Should be a good game.
So that's going to be exciting. And there's another one, Netherlands versus Japan at 4 p.m.
Good
on
game.
that Sunday.
Be a good.
So that's a good one. We're going to see what Japan is made out of, right? I mean, they got a great work ethic. If you have that country really focusing in on it, I mean, you know what they did with baseball.
Yeah.
So
that's basically what they have done with soccer. They adopted it probably 20, 25 years ago. In the first couple of seasons, you know who coached them? Brazilians.
Yeah.
They were smart. Yeah. They spent the money. They brought in a bunch of
in the top 20?
I think so. I haven't looked this week, but I think
they are. So, I mean, that is a team that can come in and take a spot from somebody. They can do it.
They can definitely
and
win.
That's going to be an interesting one. Netherlands doesn't have that wrapped up yet.
Netherlands is historically a top 10.
Yes. but Japan's going to give them a run for their money.
Yeah, I
I,
think
I,
so.
I think they can give them a good game. So there's a bunch of games, and next week I think maybe me and you are going to do a little predictions on some of these games
Okay.
next week.
Sounds good. You know, what we ought to do is let's take like 8 to 10 games. You pick some, I'll pick some, and just back and forth.
Yeah,
Guess on result. I'll
yeah,
say guess on result and guess on total goals.
there we
Do
go.
it that way.
Oh, total goals. That's always up in the air. I'll say two. Two
Who
total
knows?
goals.
Depends on the country. Who knows?
Now, these games could end up in a draw in the pool play,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
correct?
Yes, then that's it. Where's the
But
draw?
once they go beyond that,
No draws.
it will be like an overtime, like a shootout kind of
Yeah.
thing. So we don't want any draws, but there's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah. Well,
But you know
especially
what?
if you have a hot temperature venue, things could slow down a bit at the end of a game.
Yeah, that's going to be a major factor in some of those arenas, and that's part of it, right? When you go to someone else's country, there is always home field advantage in some way.
Yeah.
I mean, climate is a big factor. Like if you're going down to, like, say, Brazil, I mean, it's going to be different weather than you're used to, up here or maybe in Europe, right? I mean, so there's a lot of differences.
There are, well, a lot of the teams have been knowing they're going to, it's a different season in Brazil than it is here. And, they're
Yeah,
preparing. Everybody's trying to prepare based for climate too, in case it's a super hot venue.
yeah, yeah. You gotta get the air, the oxygen. If you're going high up, Mexico.
Yep. Mexico is tough.
So we've alerted people on those particular sites. I mean, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago, right? All the different places and what you could have to overcome as a player.
True.
So there is that. What else do you have? Do you have anything else that we haven't already discussed in the
Well,
past couple of weeks?
let's talk about some good stuff. The U.S. had a really excellent performance the other day.
Mm,
It, I was really happy to see it. We played a damn good game, looked like a real good soccer team,
yeah.
and they really, really, for the first time, looked like, well, forget your U.S., you're a World Cup team.
Yes.
And they had that look, and I've been nervous about it. I was not sure about the coaching. I'm still not 100%. He could be good. It's a question of getting out of these guys making the right
Right.
selections, but he looked up top and in the middle of the field looked damn good the other day. And they came out quick.
Well, that's
Pulisic and
important,
McKinney looked
right?
really good. Yep. And Timmy Weah looked like the guy he is. He's a great ball player. And so,
Now Richards has been put on the roster.
yeah, there's a question. I saw the other day, I haven't followed up that he got hurt. He was still kind of like injured, and if he's on, hopefully he gets a shot to play. So if he's not injured, he's critical.
Right.
He's critical in the middle of the defense.
So hopefully, I mean, there's still a little question about whether he'll be able to play or not.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would think if you're putting him on the roster, I mean, he's got to be at least close, right?
I think so. If not, they can find somebody else just to put on the roster too. Not that it's who you want, but there's still guys out there who could be brought in if you absolutely need a body.
So if you have an injury, you can replace them.
I have to see what there's a deadline on it. I'm not sure the deadline on the substitution of a roster spot. There is a deadline.
Because I know in like world championships of like hockey and stuff like that, there are injury replacements that they can go get.
Right.
I don't know if they have to designate them before the tournament starts or what, but there generally is a replacement. How many players are on the roster currently?
That's a
You
good
know?
question. I think the other day, I mean, I think they were playing with 18 or so. I think that's what
Yeah.
it looked like to me in terms of bench players and
'Cause, I mean, if
starters.
there's 18, I mean, you're only putting out there 11 players.
Right. Yeah. Well,
So,
you gotta have two goalkeepers.
yeah,
You got to have one or two backup defenders. You need one backup striker. So you bit by bit you're getting up after 15, I think 15 to 18. If you're at
yeah.
18, you've got enough flexibility to bring in a couple of people who are still
I would
maybe.
think I would think they have to have 2 reserves in case of injury kind of thing.
I
I
think
would think they'd have to do that.
you have to look at rules because there may be a way of doing it if there's a serious injury, if there's a tournament ending injury too.
Let me see. Injury rules for World Cup. Let me see what this brings. I mean, there has to be. I mean, because if somebody gets hurt, I mean, all right. Each national team must submit a final 26-player squad,
Right.
including 3 goalkeepers, by June 1st, 2026. So
All
that
right. So that's
has
it.
been done.
So that's it.
FIFA will publish all 48 teams on June 2nd. So therefore, that is today. When and how replacements can be made. Outfield players. Let me see. Minor injuries or illnesses do not qualify for replacement.
That's what it is.
So the replacement must come from the provisional squad list submitted earlier.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
The
sense
change,
yeah.
yeah, the change must be approved by FIFA's medical committee and submitted no later than 24 hours before the team's first match. So, goaltenders can be replaced at any time during the tournament if injured due to the limited number of specialists. In the process for injury replacement is this: the team submits a medical report from a FIFA approved doctor confirming the injury and inability to continue. FIFA's medical committee then reviews and approves the request. Only after approval can the new player be added to the squad. The injured player cannot return to the tournament once replaced. So you can do it, but you got to think about it, because if that guy can come back, then you don't do it.
You better find the right doctor.
Yeah, exactly. So those are the rules. So a provisional roster spot. So you have to submit those players beforehand, and that's where you draw
Right.
those players from.
Right. Exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's all done ahead of time.
there was a
case.
provisional, and that's why you got the final roster out of the provisionals.
Right. So there we go. So we were right on target.
Yeah.
It does have to get approved by a doctor, a FIFA doctor, whatever that means.
No comment.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? But I mean, if you have a major injury, that kind of derails a team anyway.
True. I mean, it could be a big time player, and you don't know.
Yeah. So, all right. So, what else do we have for World Cup? Do we have anything new? Like it's just heading into pre-tournament training and teams arriving, and the circus begins.
Yeah, there's still a few like exhibitions going on, but you got to have like 6 different TV networks to figure out where each one is. But there are. From every day you'll say, "Oh, wow, those 2 guys are doing an exhibition." But there are a couple of those going on, and it's one of those things where if you're really desperate to find out, you can just go into Google search and put soccer on TV today search. It will give you a list of every game that's playing in the world, what leagues and what platforms, whether it's Paramount, whether it's your cable network, whether it's your
I'm
the
testing your theory right now.
or on the muffler on your car.
All right, soccer matches today. Croatia and Belgium are playing right now on
Good game.
Fubo.
Yeah, Belgium's a good team too.
So Belgium is up 2-0, by the way.
Yeah, those are two good teams.
Oh wait, is that game end? Oh, that's a final.
So
yeah, that game's final.
Who won?
Belgium 2-0.
Okay.
Romania and Georgia 1-1. Morocco 4. Madagascar 0. And what I believe that, it might have just went final because it changed from blue to gray. As I was reading it, Wales 1, Ghana 1.
Wow. Interesting. Because Wales does not have a lot of players. Ghana does. Interesting result.
Yeah, it might have gone final just now because it looks like it was a 2:45 start. So that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Just went final. Tonight though, Haiti and New Zealand play on Fubo, DAZN, Fox Deportes, and FoxSports.com. That's where you can watch that one. See? Up to the date. You were right. You were spot on with that, David. Spot on.
You can find it.
And we got to see a score go final as I was reading it.
There's an app that does all that stuff too. I gave you the app, didn't I?
Yeah, you said it once before, but I don't remember what it was.
It's FOTMOB, FOTMOB.
FOTMOB. My pen dies. FOTMOB. Okay, I'm not going to forget it this time.
Yeah.
All right. See, so that was World Cup news, June 11th, 9 days away.
Counting down.
Cannot wait. That is exciting.
It is.
All right, so let's move on. Oh, I didn't use the fancy graphic. Unbelievable. Let's go on to Rhode Island FC. Just lost 1-0 to second place, Indy 11.
Yep, who has historically been a pretty good club.
Yeah. 1-0. This is what we were saying at the beginning of last year too. They just don't have the goal scoring right now.
Yeah, I think, listen, and it's mid-season. It's a question of whether they're going to transfer anybody in, if they're going to spend money, if they're going to wait. I can tell you, although there's not been big announcements on it, I did receive a little bit of news from the owner of the club yesterday afternoon, Brett Johnson. They finally at least appoint someone as their CEO, which is a guy named Sean Carey. The reason I know is that I got an email sent to both of us from Brett. I don't know Sean Carey very well, but letting him know that I'm a resource if he needs some contacts in the community. So I think that at least a CEO. I don't know if they gave him, the question is the CEO. It's not like big clubs like there's a CEO, there's a manager, there's a player acquisition guy. The CEO is probably a lot on his back. So the real question now is, if the club is going to make a run, do they need more? And, he's got to have people to identify and then find out if the ownership's got money to sign. So it's not the easiest role to be in, to be a CEO of we're a high level minor league, low level top league club. So you're right in the middle, and it costs a lot of money. So got to figure it out. If they are able, I think also there are a couple of players. There's some other announcement somewhere online. A couple of their players might have been called up for some friendlies. I'm not sure. One of them might have been Jojea Quizera. But I don't know. I saw that somewhere on a post somewhere, but I don't know how long it's for. It could be a day, a few days. It could be a week, and maybe one other player also. So we'll see. I mean, because there's a real good ball player. So,
Yeah.
if he's out for a week, it's good for his career, and it's harder on the club. But it all you got to make that work for the player too.
Yeah, if only we had some guy named Dickwa.
Oh yes. Well, Albert is in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it because the Bruins do this all the time as well. Oh, we need a first line center, or we need a winger. Well, you had one of those, and you let him go.
Well, the interesting thing is, if there was, and you can't expect everything, but if there is another division down in USL, but we don't have a local team that's, let's say, one division down where you can go like pick somebody up.
Right.
Occasionally, some players I know that over the last few years, every so often for like half a season or so, I think the Revs may have lent a player who wasn't playing to RIFC, but not a lot. But I mean, so things can still happen that are not expensive. The question is, what do you need, and how does it work, and is it going to make that step up? Maybe yes,
Yeah.
maybe no. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the battle is the balance of financials and talent, right? I mean,
Oh,
that's always a
absolutely.
struggle.
It really is, and the level USL Championship. It's not a minor league. It's not a major league. It's right in that middle where it costs
Yeah,
a lot of money, and
yeah,
you're still trying to win. So
yeah.
it's tough.
It is. If only players grew on trees, huh?
Yeah. Well, if we could only finally get to a point where we're growing our own around here, it'd be really nice.
Well, that's just it. That's, I think, the next step.
I think.
And having RIFC in the state is the beginning of that step because they're going to do everything they can to promote the game, and that is eventually going to spawn a lot of young, teen and youth soccer teams because of them being here. And it is a process. It is a long process, and hopefully this team stays very active in the community, and we can grow the talent here, and they all grow up to wanting to play for Rhode Island FC. I
Yeah,
mean, that's what their hope is, right?
yeah.
It's
Basically,
got
it's
to
a
be.
half a generation does it. 10 years, and if you
Yeah,
do it right, you got them coming up, and you got young kids. You sign one to a local kid star to a contract, and
yeah,
then you got some others who want to make it. So it's doable. And
it
there's no
is
question
doable.
that the buzz is out there. People do talk about the team. The question is now
Yeah,
getting to that next level and hopefully winning a championship and that
yeah. I
new
mean, they've
division,
made some runs.
right? And in 28, they're going to be playing in that new division, which is the championship division, which is
Yeah,
going to be a step up higher in terms of competition. So,
absolutely. Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if they can hang, right?
yeah,
So, um, yeah. So the next game is, I believe, June 13th against Lowdown. Is that how to pronounce that? Lowdown.
Luden, yeah, or Luden, Loudon, yeah.
Yeah.
Loudon.
United. They've only got one win. If they
Yeah,
don't win that game,
yeah, they need to win it.
they need to win this. I mean, they're 2 points out of a playoff spot,
Right.
right? And if they would have won that game against Indy 11, that would have been massive.
It would have been really helpful.
So, yes, so now they have to win these. You cannot lose to a team that only has one win. You can't
Right.
do it. You
True.
can't even get a draw with that. You have to win this game.
Yep.
That is a must. So good luck to them. It's going to be a very light schedule over the next month or so
True.
for I think every league, because a
Um,
lot of players are going to be involved in you know the tournament for a lot of pro leagues, right?
yeah.
So So I think they like kind of all take them off and just say, you know what, we'll come back in a month.
Yeah. Yep.
So which is awesome because I mean that's the way it should be, right? I mean, yeah, the soccer players, all the players want to, watch the World Cup. It's
True.
massive. It's their
Oh, yeah.
life. That's what their dream is, to go to the World Cup and win, win it for their country.
Yep.
So they want to watch this, and it's important to them. So I'm glad that all the leagues are like basically saying, okay, we're going to be off. That's it.
Yeah, they have to. Otherwise, you have injury after injury when people come back. It's a mess.
Yeah. So, all right. That'll bring us up to Rhode Island Supercup. And they finally got some games in this weekend.
It did not pour rain.
So, I mean, we'll start it off with Morabeza. 6-2 winners over the Cranston Portuguese Club. And we talked about Nuno Martins a lot last season.
Yeah, he scores.
Yeah, he had 2 more in this one.
Yep.
2 more. He's already at it, right? I mean, that's just craziness. He's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good player. Also, Manny Farmino, also with 2 goals in the victory. 6-2 Morabeza. They're a good team.
They are.
They're going to be a force.
No question about it.
Okay. Academica, I believe that was their second game.
Yeah.
And they got a win. I believe they had like 6-7 goals last time they played.
Academic is also a very, very strong team.
Yeah, they won 1-0 against the CRCP Warren Soccer Club. 1-0. They played pretty well against Academica.
Yeah, and Warren is damn good too.
Yeah. That was a very competitive, low-scoring game, obviously. Joaquim Depina had the only goal in the game for Academica to give them the win. And they're gonna be in the mix at the end.
Yeah.
That's for sure. This team is good. And the Warren Soccer Club, wow, what a heartbreaking loss that is.
Warren's is a really well put together, well organized club that has existed for 50 years. And
a long time.
Yeah, one of the guys on the roster, he played a year or 2 at the MLS, and another one played for the Stingrays.
Yeah, so they have some horses there.
They do.
Those guys can still play.
Absolutely.
What's the chances of somebody like in one of these teams being able to even compete with that? Because they're too old, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. No, they can't. Well, there every so often there's a guy who plays till he's 40 in some of the big leagues, but not too often.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are over 40.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know if they have those legs anymore, right?
No, I don't think so.
We got to take a look at the over 30 league.
Yeah.
All right. Intelligentsia, also another great team. They won 2-1 over the. Okay, now I'm going to butcher this. Is it Tigre or is it Tiger?
Tigres.
Tigre. Yeah, okay. The Tigre football.
Yeah,
club.
Tigres is a Mexican team.
So 2-1. Wilson Depina. I think we've mentioned him last year too.
Another good player.
2 goals. And Huberto Vieira had the only goal for Tigre. So 2-1, another close match. And I like that because now you can see, we all know from last year, Academica, Intelligentsia, Warren Soccer Club. But don't sleep on that Tigre.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave them a good game. That was one of the better teams.
Yep.
So don't sleep on them. They could be right there in the mix. Sao Nicolau won by forfeit over Rhode Island Riptide.
Oh, yeah. Does it say where that game was?
It probably did. Let me see if I can pull up
Because there was one
the.
game that there was a field issue, and actually, I can tell you it had something to do with a insurance liability certificate not coming in by email that was needed for the owner of the field. But
Gallego Court.
oh, no, that's not. No, Gallego Court is owned by the city of Pawtucket, and they
Yes.
maintain it like they maintain a horse farm.
Yeah.
It's a wreck.
But Rhode Island Riptide did forfeit the game.
Okay,
I'm guessing they might not have had enough players.
that's my guess. Yeah.
You know, over 40 leagues, there are families, and then there's work, and then there's, playtime.
Yep.
And that's unfortunate, but that's the reality of it.
True.
So hopefully they can get back to it next time and play some games and be involved.
Yeah.
Now I'm guessing, seeming you did not mention it in the other games, you must have been at this one. Mexico 3, Real Colombia 1.
So I have a report on that game.
That's why I'm saying it must be the one.
That game was played at Lusitana Field, and Lusitana is a historic Portuguese soccer club and social club that's been around for 60, 70 years in Cumberland. And
I'm very familiar with it.
I can tell you that when I was last playing in my soccer career, I was about 40. I played games up there, and I played some in the old league that was there right out after I got out of college. And it used to be that field was solid dirt. Well, I was happy to get there and find out the club spent a bomb. They brought in some bulldozers. They flattened it. They put in real grass. It looks beautiful. And it really was a nice game. Both Mexico and Real Colombia have really nice teams. I'm going to quickly give out a secret. Interesting, a couple of players for Real Colombia were not there for the game because the night before there was a men's soccer tournament that was at the RIFC stadium that was adults, and they had a guest player playing there named Carlos Valderrama.
Get out.
Carlos Valderrama came to Rhode Island, played on one of the teams in this kind of like fun tournament at the stadium.
That's so awesome.
It was amazing. Project Goal, which I think we had Darius on last year, Project Goal, helped organize it. And I was unfortunate. I didn't find out about the tournament. I missed something online until last minute. Otherwise, I would have gone because I have a shirt from the old NASL Tampa Bay Rowdies, which is who Valderrama played for in the old league, and I would have gotten it there for an autograph, but I didn't know till last minute. It was okay.
I mean, he's one of the most known for me anyway. He was one of the better players.
I have two heroes in terms of learning, in terms of playing style for me growing up.
God.
One is Johan Cruyff from Holland, and the second was Carlos Valderrama. I tried to imitate both of their styles when I was playing. And both of them, great heroes to me. The interesting thing, which I'll say very quickly, Real Colombia has a really nice team. I'm going to give a couple of shout outs. One on the guy on the team, Omar Gonzalez. Omar Gonzalez is a Colombian guy. He's been playing around here for a number of years. He played for the old Stingrays team. Great ball player. Like a lot of people, he's an immigrant from Colombia. He comes from Medellin. He played for one of the two top national professional teams in Colombia called Nacional, and at one point he played on a Nacional played in the international tournament. He played against some big teams internationally, and he's been here for a while. And I'm a good friend of his. I was lucky enough I coached two of his kids when they were growing up. And Omar's on that team. And here's the quick secret: also on the roster of that team, but they were not there the other day because they were busy the night before with Carlos Valderrama. Javier Centineo, was a big player around here. He used to play for the Stingrays. And a
I've
name
heard of him too.
and a name that I'm going to message that everybody knows, not for his soccer, although he did play for Bayside, which I coached for many years ago. Here's your name, James Diasa.
What?
His name is on the roster. We'll see if he shows up for the next game. He played.
Oh, come on.
I'm not joking.
He's on their roster?
For Real Colombia, yes.
Oh, that's not even right, man.
Well, by the way, he was also involved.
Wow.
He was also involved in helping get Valderrama come to the state.
Yeah.
Because he's a big politician, Colombian guy, and he helped as the intermediary to get Valderrama to come in, which is a good thing. So interesting.
Wow.
Next time
they
around,
have some names there, right there. You just dropped some bombs.
If there's no serious visitors from out of the state, hopefully maybe next game for Real Colombia, James will show up. Besides being a politician, he's a very nice guy. Nice guy to sit. All right.
So back to the game, 3-1 Mexico won, and we talked about this guy a lot last year, Abel Manzano.
Mm-hmm.
He came on, pretty late with the goals, because Mexico started off horrible last year. Then they just started playing pretty well at the end.
They're on fire.
They made a run.
They're on a fire right now, beginning of the season. Mexico looked tremendous. For an over 40 game, that's one of the best over 40 games I've seen in the last 10 years. It was really good.
Yeah, so he had 2 goals in this one, and Walter Noriega, Noriega had a goal, and Andres Ferrero had a goal for Colombia to wrap up the weekend.
Good game too. Hope we get the schedule. We got to publicize the schedule a little more. That team is worth watching. Some of the other teams definitely worth watching, but that is a game. I'm sure we'll see it again this year. Those 2 teams playing, it's worth watching.
Let me see if I can get the schedule up. Let me see. All right, Supercup. And here we go. So Rhode Island Soccer Association, it's all on there. And looking at Mexico is actually leading with 10 points.
Yeah.
I don't know if it includes that game though.
Yeah, I think they were first before the game too. So they started
so it might not include that game.
Yeah.
Let me see. View the schedule. Today is the end. It's June. So the next game scheduled is July 12th. So they're going to be off for a while.
Yeah, that makes some sense also. I think we kind of built that in because of the World Cup too, I think.
Yeah. So not till July, Rhode Island Riptide and Centro Ontario United on July 12th. And then back to a regular schedule in September.
Right.
So it's very few games until September now.
Yeah. Well, summertime.
1 game until September.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's so we gotta wait. That's kind of depressing.
Hey, listen, as much as we can, I'd say over the next 3-4 weeks, as much as we can, I think we're World Cup talk. If RIFC does anything, it's RIFC. Maybe we get something from Reese. I'm not sure from the league or not.
Yeah, I mean, we might not have many shows.
Yeah.
During the World Cup, we'll probably just do quick updates. We can jump on like the Tuesday and do some updates and stuff like that, and because we want to break down some of these things, so we want to talk World Cup. And then after that, it might be like a month.
As much as I can, any game I get to, I'll make after I come home. I'll write up a report because they're excited. You don't need to make notes at a World Cup game. If you don't know the game, sure, but if you do, and I come home, I'll say, "Holy shit, number 7, holy shit, number 9."
Family show. Yeah. All right, so we will be here next week.
Mhm.
We will talk some predictions of some of the games that will happen starting June 11th.
Sounds
So
good.
we'll be back here on the 9th to talk about those games.
Okay, yeah, and
And
I'll look at my schedule also for what's coming up the next couple of weeks
yep.
also and see what we can figure out and come up with a couple of good
Yeah,
names.
maybe we can get some of these players from Rhode Island Supercup to come on for a little interview.
I'm working on it for sure.
Or maybe Mr. Johnson.
See if I can get him and see if James Diaz is running for office again. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that would be nice. All right, so that is gonna do it for us this week. Lots happening, and then all of a sudden it's just World Cup.
Yes.
Now, we didn't even talk about the English Premier League.
Oh,
Aren't they? Don't they have the championship this weekend or something?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't think so. The only thing that happened, what happened was the Champions League happened this week. And,
the Champions League. That's right.
Paris Saint-Germain, after finally beat up Arsenal, who's Arsenal played like the ugliest game of soccer or football I've ever seen. All they want to do is knock guys down.
Mm-hmm.
And they were intimidating Paris Saint-Germain. Eventually, good soccer won.
Oh, okay. So they fought off the bullies.
They won on PKs.
Yeah, see, there you go. It doesn't pay.
Yeah,
doesn't pay.
Yeah. So and probably Premiership. You're not talking about anything real active till the end of August.
Yeah, no, there isn't going to be anything happening anywhere.
No, everybody's breaking. Yeah.
It's just World Cup. That's all we have to worry about. World Cup.
Absolutely.
All right, David. Thank you for being here. Thank everybody for watching now and later. We will be here next week, same time, and we'll have some predictions and getting ready for the World Cup to start June 11th.
Sounds
have
good.
A great day, everybody.
All right, Ron. Thanks. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Take care, David.